The Biden administration is demanding TikTok's Chinese parent company divest itself or face a potential nationwide ban.
The social media platform has 100 million U.S. users, but TikTok's CEO has said divesting from the owners will not offer any more protection from the plan the company has already proposed. He spoke exclusively with the Wall Street Journal reporter Stu Wu about this. And Wu joins us now. He writes about TikTok and how tensions between Western countries and China affect business. Thanks very much for being with us. So how concerned is the CEO about a possible U.S. ban?
This is a priority for him. He said that when he took over as TikTok CEO 2 years ago, his #1 priority was to earn trust. Now, at the time, the Trump administration had already tried to ban downloads of TikTok. Right. Now, the Biden administration put that on hold for 2 years, but it looks like we're back to where we were 3 years ago with the president trying to ban TikTok.
Well, tell us about the solution that the CEO told you about, Stu. He's suggesting something instead of having the company's Chinese owners divest. What is it?
That's right. So his whole plan hinges on what he calls Project Texas. It's called that because TikTok has hired an Austin-based partner, Oracle, to store the data of its American users and also monitor how it selects videos to its users to make sure that the Chinese government can't interfere in distributing propaganda. So what he says is, why would forcing our Chinese owners to sell TikTok be the solution? Why don't we look at actually where the data is? Now, the data is going to be in America, and they're saying that they're installing so many safeguards that it's going to be out of reach from any potential Chinese government interference.
You know, Stu, we were talking to our congressional correspondent, Scott McFarland, earlier, who talked about how this really, though, this opposition here in the U.S. is not just from the Democrats, right? That there is essentially bipartisan opposition to the notion of TikTok, and there's momentum behind this idea, right, of caution surrounding TikTok. What does the CEO say about that?
That's right, and I think you meant, well, this is actually led by Republicans in Congress, but it's actually the Democrats who are coming aboard a little bit later to make this a truly bipartisan situation. He said, look, no, I get these are concerns. Your concerns are real, but I have real, valid solutions. He wants them to look at the merits of their plan instead of just saying everything associated with China is bad.
You know, Stu, I'm interested in, you're there in London. The UK has also followed the US's lead in banning TikTok on government devices. Did he talk to you at all about other countries and concerns just beyond what's happening in the United States and the politics here?
Not so much in this specific question. So, of course, TikTok's already banned in India after India and China had that border clash. So if TikTok were to be banned in the U.S. too, that means the world's 2 biggest democracies would not have TikTok. What he did talk about was that what they're trying to do in the U.S., they're trying to do with Europe as well, with a thing called Project Clover, which is named after their Irish data centers. And the whole idea is that he thinks the world's headed in a direction where all the regions, all the countries in the world want their data housed in their own country so they can better manage it and protect it and keep it away from foreign influence. He thinks these plans will do that and isolate TikTok's American operations and European operations from China.
Stu, one last question for you. I'm wondering if the conversation at all got into the question of why he feels that American politicians are coming after his company, if he feels like it is racial in any way, or it is simply a matter of the Chinese government and the outsized influence that they have over corporations there.
That's a great question. We didn't have time to get into that in this specific conversation. The next time I will. What he does say is that there are some general misconceptions about China and the relationship between the Chinese government and businesses. Those are misconceptions that he's going to try to address when he talks to Congress next Thursday.
All right, Stu Wu, thank you.